Hi, would you like to keep your kids out of trouble and off the streets? Well, I have a suggestion for you. Get them addicted to Demolition Derby because they won't have time to go buy drugs or alcohol, and you will have more family time with them. Hi, I'm Austin Merrick, and I'm going to teach you how to build a Demolition Derby car. The three main points of my speech are how to build one, what class to run, and how to drive one. So whenever you're building a demolition derby car, the first thing you want to do is go find the car. Me and my friends, we like to go drive around and look for old cars that we could possibly get. So to build it, the first thing you want to do is remove all of the chrome on the outside of the car and the tail lights and the bumpers if they're plastic. And then you want to remove the glass because if the glass shards, it will cut you up really bad. And the next thing you want to do is remove the interior because certain pieces in the car's interior are very flammable and you do not want to catch on fire. So after you're done stripping the car, you're going to start building it. The first thing I like to start with is the roll cage. And the kind of roll cage we run is a 4-point roll cage, which means it has 4 tubes going down to the frame, which help reinforce the car to keep it from collapsing in on you so you don't get hurt. And then after you have the roll cage built, you want to build the fuel protector. And what that does is it allows you to relocate your gas tank and put it in the back seat of the car so you don't get hurt whenever you hit with your trunk. And then after you're done with the roll cage and have the car stripped and everything, you want to weld the suspension solid because that helps the car handle better. And then after you're done with the suspension, you want to weld the differential so both tires are spinning because it helps you move through the mud better. And now I'm going to tell you what class you should run. There are 3 classes: Bone Stock, Limited Weld, and Pro Mod. Bone Stock is you strip the car and you just go out there and derby it. You run the stock motor, stock everything. Limited Weld, you're allowed to do motor swaps and you have more freedom of what you can do with the car. For example, you can put plates on it and crease it. And for Pro Mod, you can pretty much do just about whatever you want to. Just the car has to be safe to drive. And for Pro Mod, they have these special boxes they put around the motor, which makes the cars really hard and they will not bend. And where I found out about these were derby forums in like the early 2012s, whenever they first started using them. And how to drive them. The information that I have here is from my dad and my brother who taught me how to drive a demolition derby car. And to drive a demolition derby car, excuse me, I have my notes mixed up. And to drive a demolition derby car, you are going to want to stay out of the outside of the arena because if someone hits you really hard, they can push you into the berm and get your car stuck. Like that guy right there in the black car, he's being pushed into the berm right now. And he got out of it. So, and whenever you're driving, you're going to want to hit square, which means you want to use the center of your bumper and hit evenly. Like if you watch the black car, he's hitting straight with that so he doesn't bend his frame. And whenever you're driving, you want to avoid using just one side of the car because if one side bends in, it can really mess with the way the car handles. So that's why you want to hit square. And if you use the driver's side of the car, there's this gearbox which helps turn your wheels. And I've seen people, they'll hit with that part of their car really hard and it strips their gearbox and they can't turn. And the only choice they have is to go back and forth to the arena and hope someone hits them to push their car towards another car. And in a demolition derby, you have 2 minutes to hit your opponents. So in this presentation, I have told you how to build, or I have taught you how to build one, what class to run, and how to drive one. Thank you. Are there any questions?